Like it don't pop in my mouth. Like, ugh, this cherry not popping.
Eddie loves it when things pop in his mouth.
That is true.
Starting the recording.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of World 1-1 Podcast. I am your host, Larry, the luxuriously bearded wonder. Joining me is Corey in Ultra High Def, Hudson Derrick.
Hi, he started with me today. That was strange. I was not expecting.
I had to mix it up.
I wasn't expecting it. I'm so sorry.
That's what she said.
That's how babies are made.
And also here, almost dressed, is Edward. I've kind of got a shirt on. King of the Sweater Vest. Hey.
I want to Skype so I can fight enemies. AKA, I'm probably going to be playing DMC Devil May Cry like after this podcast. A little bit later on tonight. I feel like you can tell. Hey, everybody.
Fair.
So, since we're mixing it up, Corey, what the hell have you been playing? Since you said you were... Because you said you were free last night and we were good to go, and then...
No, I did not. I said I was recording...
Before last night happened, you said, yeah, tomorrow will work.
No, I didn't. I never said that.
I'm going to go back through the fucking chat and screenshot it. What have you been playing other than lies?
I was playing... I started playing Rainbow Six Siege. Jesse convinced me to start playing it, so he's been teaching me how to play that, and that was really fun. And we played through the first, 3 levels of Halo 4 multiplayer. And that campaign is really good still. Hey, what? Somebody say something?
No.
It wasn't me.
No, okay. I'm hearing stuff. I'm sorry. And then I've been playing, trying to make my way through Bayonetta, and I'm just like, I need a relaxing game, so I started playing Tetris. Bedtime Tetris. Tetris, the only game that's ever been perfect, ever.
I don't know that Tetris qualifies as relaxing. That feels like something that's intended to get your anxiety up.
I know, but for some reason it doesn't. It just... Because I go in expecting not to do well, and I'll just go do 1 or 2 lines and not do try to get a Tetris or anything. So, but I've been playing the original Game Boy version on my 3DS.
Nice.
Corey only does 1 or 2 lines so he can sleep at night.
Yeah, that too. Well, don't do drugs, kids. What else? I don't know. I haven't really been playing anything for funsies though. Just on my own outside of us. What else? What else have I been playing? Super Meat Boy. I'm plowing my way through the opposite worlds or dark worlds. I don't know what they're called. The one where you press select and the guy in the top hat flicks you off, and then you go into the dark world. So that's kind of all I've been playing. Really, nothing really new and standoutish. I did delete Monster Hunter World from my PlayStation though. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. It's a good game, but it's just not for me. You know, it's not for me.
Yeah.
That's all I can. That's all I can really say. It's just that it's not for me. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Nothing really exciting.
What about you, Edward?
Finished Doom on Xbox One. I think I'm gonna probably try to replay it again so I could get it 100%. But enjoyed the game. Battles are too long. Oh goodness, those battles were too long. But it was a great game. So I finished that. Picked up Alan Wake for Xbox One. Got it like real cheap, so I can't wait to be playing that one. It is the physical copy, the 360 copy. I also started up Tomb Raider and about to really hop into Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm just playing Tomb Raider just to
Oh
collect
my
everything
God.
and just relax with that game. But I'm gonna jump into Ori and the Blind Forest because I haven't beat it yet. So that's my goal, to work on my Xbox backlog to get it done. For PS4.
Have you
Oh, go
have you
ahead.
started Ori before?
Yeah,
And you're just
I started Ori
okay.
I started Ori when I got my Xbox One, but then my Xbox One came with Ori the Blind Forest, Rare Replay, and the Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
So
So
you started it, and then you went on to lesser games.
no, I went to Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's why, because
Yeah, you went on to a lesser game.
I went to a better game. Rise of the Tomb Raider is like one of my all-time favorites. Um,
Wait,
so
are you trying to say that Gears of War is better than Rise of the Tomb Raider?
No, I'm saying that Ori is better than
Oh,
whatever he went on to go
Ori.
play.
Okay.
yeah,
I thought you said Gears of War. I heard him say Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and then it cut out a little bit for me. And I was
Oh
like,
no, I said,
I
that's
got confused.
no. When I bought my Xbox One, it came with 3 games. So it came with Ori, Rare Replay, and the Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
That's a good bundle.
Yeah,
It is.
mine was 1 terabyte. I paid $3.49 for it.
Ooh,
So it had all those games, and then we had a buy one get one 40%. So I bought Rise and Witcher 3 on it.
nice.
So
That's
got
not
a
bad.
really good value for it.
It would seem.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to go back and do Ori. And I'm doing Tomb Raider. Like I said, it's 100% it. And just enjoying playing that game, having real fun with it. Moving on from that to my PS4, picked up Dex Machina. Really enjoying that game. Pure shooting. I think only problem that I have with it is that they put people that you gotta save in the game, and I kind of wish they didn't have that in it.
Oh, you mean like an escort mission? Because those always go well.
No, it's just think of Zombie Ate My Neighbors, where there's people around and you gotta save them before they get killed by the enemies. So it kind of has that. But like the shooting and stuff is the shooting. It like it's graceful explosion machine, but just in 3D in a sense. But really enjoying that game, loving it. Iconoclast, I'm gonna try to 100% that one too. Even though I already beat it. And Yakuza 0, I'm still playing, trying to get further in that game. Going to Switch, played Bayonetta 2. Halfway done with that game. I'm in Inferno, so I just got to do a little bit more. Hopefully, I reach the female boss, so I can get my my whip, because I'm ready to get that, and then pretty much go back to the whole game and get any other stuff that I missed. Played a little bit of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, still grinding in that game. Started up Ever Oasis on 2DS, and I really love this game. It is super, super fun. At this time, I just got like 2 other party members, so now I'm a 3-party team. And just really enjoying it. Got my Oasis to the 2nd level, so now it's kind of a little bit Legend of Zelda-ish coming into. I just got to get 2 more parts and then see where that leads to. But, fighting bosses and beating tail and having residents coming to my town to set up shop, which makes my oasis stronger and stuff. So really enjoying that, loving that game. Hopefully I'll be able to finish Dragon Quest VIII Monster Hunter Stories and Yokai Watch. That's my plan before the end of the year to finish those games. Trying to get them done. But pretty much that's all I've been playing. Also played Halo 4 with Corey and Jesse. A bunch of comedy. and but we made it through. It's weird when you have 3 different game skill levels all together in one to accomplish a goal, and just the shenanigans and hijinks that go on from there.
What's really funny is when Ed's not paying attention and then you push him off the ledge of a floating platform.
I'm going to get my revenge about that. I really am. And also played,
what else? You know what else was funny was when we were chasing Jesse through the portal, and he said, "You're never going to take me alive," and he jumped off the edge instead of running through the portal.
Yeah, so that was a bunch of fun. And last but not least, played a little bit more of Second Son.
Infamous?
Yeah, Infamous Second Son.
It's so infamous he couldn't remember the title.
Wow. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yikes. So, going to try to really do that game and beat it for PlayStation 4, because it's one of the games that I bought when I got my PS4, and kind of excited to play it. So hopefully I'll be able to beat it this time. Unfinished Swan, I'm also working on trying to finish that game up and experience it. But that's all I've been playing.
Dude, I remember seeing previews for Unfinished Swan like almost 10 years ago.
Well, it was
not even gonna.
How old is that game?
I know I paid $1.29 for it, so I didn't pay much for it.
Swan. Let's see. Unfinished Swan. It's 6 years old. Man, that game is 6 years old already. Jeez.
Yeah, I got it for. That's why I say I got it for $1.29. It was really cheap on the flash sale, so really want to finish that game. It's been sitting on my system, just waiting for me to finish. So, but yeah, that's what I've been playing. That's what I picked up.
Man.
Eddie, you went robot again.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. In the audio.
It'll be fine. It'll be good.
Oh, Lord. All right.
That's what that noise is. The cat is hungry and trying to get into the game room because my wife's not home. I was like, what is that sound?
If
you're going to come in, come in. Don't just scratch the door.
But that's not as entertaining.
Oh, my gosh, this cat. BRB.
All right, so apparently we're waiting for Corey's cat. Sounds like it just broke something in glass.
That's what I thought.
What'd you do? Throw a lamp at it?
Huh?
It sounded like you threw a fucking vase at your cat.
No, I have some Gears of War cog tags on my door, the door to the game room, and they just jingle, and it's funny. So I use open fast, and then they go bark, 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 and they bang everywhere. And that's how babies are made.
Oh boy.
No.
We're not going to get off the baby thing this week, are we? Oh no. So, let's see. We talked last week, finished Rhyme. After Rhyme started working on Halo 5.
Yeah.
And I'm almost through it, and I'm still not thrilled by it.
The story sucks. The gameplay is awesome.
Do you think it's too long?
Somebody tell me what the hell happened to dual wield thing.
They took it out in Halo 3.
It was in 3.
Okay,
It
then they
had to
took
have
it out
been
in
gone in
Reach.
4.
They took it out in Reach, I think, then. They took it out in one of the 360 versions. It must have been Reach.
Like, why did that go away? Somebody
Uh,
explain that to me, because that was a big fucking deal. Oh, like, we've got dual wielding, you can have 2 guns, and then they're like, yeah, never mind.
I don't know.
That
I don't
makes
know.
no
Dual
fucking
wielding
sense
was
to me.
dual wielding was such a big thing for a long time, and then they decided I think they decided that it took away from other mechanics of the game because if you're dual wielding, you can't really throw grenades or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's called balance. We decided we didn't need balance in our games anymore.
I don't know. I'm just mad that they took away the ability to carry 4 of each grenade and you can only carry 2.
Yeah, what the hell is that shit?
I want 4 sticky grenades. Come on. Just
Yeah,
give
no
them to
kidding.
me.
Like,
Oh,
if I
by the
only
way,
got like
breaking
2...
news. Breaking news. Shaq Fu is now available for pre-order on Amazon.
Yes!
The physical version.
I don't need to pre-order it at this point just because it's for free. But if it's really good, I will buy the physical version.
Unpolished.
Sorry,
You
continue.
can
I didn't
count
mean to
on that.
interrupt, but Shaq Fu is huge news.
It's a
No, that is
unpolished
absolutely
mess.
newsworthy. We needed to break in for that.
Oh, Ed, you better believe we're doing a pod and play on Shaq Fu.
Or that might have to be you and me.
True. All right, Larry, we're going to do a pod and play on Shaq
Well,
Fu.
that's gonna wait for
That
season
feels
3.
appropriate.
I don't care when it's going to wait till it's coming. It might be just a bonus episode.
Okay.
We're going to do it launch day.
We're going to live stream the whole game on launch day.
I'm in. Let's do it. We're going to start right now. We're going to start with the pre-install right now.
I hope there's an unlock for the Super Nintendo version.
Wow.
That'd be that would be fantastic.
I also want to point out that Shaq in Shaq Fu, the new game, look anything like Shaq, the real human being.
The animated.
I don't see it. What is this mech suit he's wearing? Shaq is wearing a mech suit in this game, and it says Big D on the front of it.
Big D.
Okay.
That's fantastic. That reminds me, I was just watching The Blacklist, and there's a great bit in there where they're dealing with a character who goes by the name Big Willie, and James Spader makes a man the self-confidence one has to have in their own genitals. Assume the nickname Big Willie. That man is fantastic in everything he does. Also makes me miss Boston Legal. But in any case, so yeah, I've plowed most of the way through Halo 5. Yeah, it's okay. I still like 4 better.
In my opinion. Halo Lock and just cut Chief out of the whole game.
At this point, they may have. Eddie, you okay over there? You disappeared for a second.
Yeah, you turned into a swirly white circle.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something you say to a black man, but...
Well, as I've told Eddie, just a reminder, we were all white once.
Skype is acting up. So.
Nice.
I sent him that caption along with a picture of sperm one day.
Please tell me it was just like a drawing of a sperm and not an actual sperm deposit somewhere.
No, it was like sperm swimming under a microscope. You could see them. They were all white.
Oh.
That was right up there with the other one that it's horrible, but I'm still so proud of it. I sent him a picture of Doc Brown from Back to the Future with the caption 1.21 gigawatts of white power.
That's wonderful.
Oh, Lord. I'm a bad person. So, but yeah, lots of Halo 5 this past week. I also started Zeo Drifter, and I'm not crazy about it.
on Switch.
Yep. It's okay, but overall, I'm just not feeling it.
How much
I'm
did
glad
they
you
charge
said
it?
something.
What?
How much did they charge for it?
$10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
So, not over the moon on Drifter here. It's kind of like mini Metroid, except they took out all the good parts of Metroid.
Oh, well. That
It
makes
feels
me
like-
want to play it.
It feels like Mutant Muds in a sense.
But
No.
Mutant Muds is
I mean-
good.
Yeah, I
mean,
was saying Mutant
it's-
Muds was awesome.
I mean, it's from the developer and creator of Mutant Muds, so that's why.
No, Mutant Muds felt like a reductive version of Mega Man a little bit because it was all about damage avoidance and platforming. And Mutant Muds understood the reductive concept correctly for Mega Man, whereas Zeo Drifter did not correctly understand the reductive elements of Metroid. And it doesn't do it for me. I'll probably finish it at some point.
It's not too
I'm having a
it
hard-
take you too long.
No, I'm just having a hard time convincing myself to do it. So it's not hitting it for me. But oh well, is what it is. What the hell else did I play? Was cracking on some Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet. I may or may not actually be fiddling with it at this very moment.
You are.
I maybe am. You
are.
don't know.
Your face
I
has
know.
been on the other TV. Now you've been hearing the clicks of the controller.
No, you're not hearing controller clicks.
I got the audio and I can hear it.
Yeah, well, it's something quiet and relaxing for me to do. It visually focuses me. So, but in any case, I'm trying to remember how to do everything without resorting, because there's a couple things in there that are not super obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And when I don't play it for long stretches of time, like now, I go, "How the fuck do I do this again?" And then I usually end up resorting to looking it up, and I'm trying not to do that this time. I'm trying to actually remember how to figure everything out like I did the first time. So
I do the Mega Man 2 bosses, try to figure out how the order really goes.
really, if you need a refresher on the order, you just watch the the Dwayne and Brando Mega Man 2 rap, because that's one of the greatest video game songs ever made. If you haven't seen it, you need to look it up. It's amazing.
He's not wrong.
Corey knows what's up. So
I haven't heard of it, so.
I'll link it in the show description. Make sure you watch it. So, I didn't get to play nearly as much on the flight as I wanted to because the child was a little rambunctious, to say the least. But did I play on the flight? I played on SteamWorld Dig just because I can play it without thinking about it. But really, more importantly,
One or two?
one.
Wow. Just
I
curious.
told you, I played two, and I just don't have the compulsion to go back to it like I do with one constantly. But more importantly, though, while I was in Arizona, I found some awesome stuff. I found a immaculate copy of Bait and Kaidos for my GameCube. That made me super happy. Also picked up a copy of Stranger's Wrath for the original Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah.
That game's in my top 10 games of all time.
It's so good.
Okay.
Lord,
I love it so much.
What is wrong
Thanks.
with you, Eddie?
Thanks for
I
giving
have
me
the-
an
I have
idea
the
for my
origi-
next.
I have the original copy when it came out. I bought the game when it came out on my
Thank-
Xbox.
I did too.
I wish they would make it in HD for Switch.
I know.
The only place you can play it in HD right now is on PlayStation 3.
I don't think he wants to bring his games back to Nintendo anymore.
I don't care.
Xbox.
I'm not a huge fan of Lorne Lanning. Not that I know the guy, but every time he's on a show or something, he just kind of sounds like he's kind of just full of himself and has opinions that maybe aren't researched a lot. And not saying that like being a game developer, he hasn't researched stuff, and like I'm sure at one point it was easier to work with Sony over Microsoft, but the fact that he refuses to bring his games back to Xbox, like what 12 years after 360 launched, is just like, well,
I mean,
Well,
but
that's the
I
thing
mean,
is that
he's been
he got
stuck on.
stonewalled trying to move Stranger's Wrath from the original Xbox to 360
yeah,
because
well,
of
that was because of the
Microsoft's arbitrary sales requirements.
no, it was because the game was like zero point 0.1 gigabytes bigger than the allotted download size at the time.
Well, they couldn't do it as arcade, but they wouldn't even allow it as a download of an Xbox original either, though. Like, he wasn't trying to push it out as an arcade title. They wouldn't even put it up under the Xbox originals like they did some of the other ones because it didn't hit a specific sales number. So either way, he got stonewalled trying to bring it forward.
Putting it on disc and selling it.
No. Remember the 360? You could download original Xbox games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have Black, Psychonauts. What was the other one I have? I have like 4 or 5 original Xbox games.
Yeah, those weren't arcade titles.
No, they were Xbox originals, is what they were called, and they
right.
And then when they switched over to the new,
Microsoft wouldn't let them bring it forward to 360 as a downloadable under that heading because it didn't hit its sales metric.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so he couldn't run it forward as an arcade title. He couldn't run it forward. He got stonewalled every direction.
But the Ape Odyssey has always started on the Sony's platform. The Ape series.
Yeah, but Munch's Odyssey launched on.
Yeah, Munch was an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
Munch launched on the original Xbox.
Did Microsoft go out for that one? Or did he just decide to put it on their system?
I'm assuming Microsoft paid big money for it because they were touting it like, the hot shit.
I mean, he's been stuck in the Ape world. Like, that's the only world that he could design or story that he could tell. Like, he hasn't made anything outside of that. That's new.
That's the thing, though, is that he doesn't necessarily need to because the Oddworld saga was not intended to focus on just Abe.
Well, it was
intended to focus on five different
people.
Characters across the planet.
Right, but he's never gotten that far. I don't even think he had that. I think he just made that. That was his goal, but he's never written out the stories for all those characters and planned on how each game was going to be. Because if you think about it, the Ape series should have already been done by the time 360 came out, or even 360
stuff
PlayStation
was
3.
done.
Huh?
The Ape stuff was done.
I'm talking about all 5 characters. All of their games should have been out. Or
I'm assuming somewhere he wrote their stories and their characters. It's just that the games never made it out. I remember reading somewhere years ago what happened that stopped or stonewalled production, and it's been a long time. I'd have to do some digging again to find it, but it was just, it makes me sad that story, those other stories are as yet untold, but it does give me some hope seeing that, we got New and Tasty, which why the hell has that not come to Switch already? And that Soulstorm is in the works. That's a retelling of Abe's Exodus, that we might actually get retellings up to the point of Stranger's Wrath and then finally finish the damn story.
Yeah, Lenny's not planning on bringing none of his games to Nintendo because there were some problems that he had with Nintendo. I think during the Wii days, like he did.
It would have had to have been Wii U because he didn't do anything on the Wii.
No,
the only thing that he did was on the Wii U, and that was New and Tasty.
He said he had something. I think he's had something planned for the Wii. He had something planned for one of those systems, and somehow him and Nintendo, I guess it couldn't come to some kind of agreement or something happened with him and Nintendo, and he said he'll never bring that series to that platform.
I'm gonna need to read up on this now.
It was in It was in Game Informer. He had that story. That story was. So
I'm gonna have to go back and find it.
So that's why I'm kind of. That's why I feel like the Ape series or just that series, all 5 characters should have been done, because if he started on PlayStation, he should have kept it on PlayStation and finished it.
Yeah. Well, follow the money to get the job done, though. If Microsoft was handing out money, I don't see why not.
Well,
so,
it was also very. It's also. I mean, it's also a very different Microsoft then than it is now.
No, right.
This is also true.
And plus, EA wasn't it EA that published it? World.
They published Stranger's Wrath.
Stranger's Wrath.
Yeah, but that was like the only one they published.
Yeah.
Right, because Abe's Odyssey was, I don't know who published that one, but I know that was on PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Who did that?
I think Sony might have published it, to be honest with you. I'm going to look.
Did he do 2 of them on PlayStation 1?
Yeah, Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus.
And then Stranger's Wrath will be the 3rd game.
No,
Abe's Munch was the 3rd game.
Yeah, Stranger was the 4th.
Stranger was the 4th, okay.
Technically, Stranger was the 3rd game because Abe's Exodus wasn't supposed to be like one of the numbered. It was just a side story continuing what happened after Abe's Odyssey.
Right, because I thought the plan was after Abe's Odyssey, he was supposed to go to another character. And then when that character's story was done, the new game would feature another character. Like, there would be 5 games, just only those 5 games, featuring each characters.
Right.
That's kind of how the Darksiders series is.
A little bit, yeah.
But Darksiders that whole series is now just messed up in a sense.
The publisher on the PlayStation games was Sapphire Entertainment.
Okay.
Oh, there's a company that I'm sure has gone nowhere since.
I'm sure they don't even exist anymore.
PlayStation 1 has so many companies.
Womp womp.
Like, so many developers and publishers that they might release 1 or 2 games and then that was it.
Yeah.
Well, because they was able to put their games on CD and it was cheaper to make that than cartridge. So.
But yeah, what the hell else did I play this week? I don't think I played a whole lot this week, honestly. This week has been a little frenetic in the lead up to a 4-hour flight to Arizona, to be completely honest.
Fair.
So it was not as productive as I would have liked, we'll say.
How far was the drive to the airport?
Well, the drive to the airport's not a big deal. Drive to the airport takes like 15 minutes, max. Yeah, that's fucking nothing. It's the flight itself and dealing with everything surrounding it. That's the problem. So, but in any case, let's see here. News-wise, though, we do have confirmation that apparently somebody or other from the ESA is supposed to be sitting down with Trump this week, reaffirming that we have just gone back to the 90s.
Yay.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
He said he wants to be educated or something. I'm like,
yeah, well, let the education commence then, I suppose.
Is he gonna have his little pamphlet with notes to respond?
No idea.
I'll
be curious to watch it.
I bet you he canceled it so he could go golfing or something. He's not about to do it on a Friday.
Probably. Huh. I have better news, though.
Give us better news.
Well, it's not really news. It's more of a rumor from Game Informer. Geralt from The Witcher is going to appear in Namco's Fighter Soul Calibur 6.
Yeah?
That's exciting.
It's okay.
That would mean something to
That's
me.
a good guest. That's a good guest character, though. Like, he fits. I feel like he fits.
Because of his weapon.
Yeah. It's not like freaking Yoda.
Or Darth
Oh,
Vader.
oh my gosh, dude. Just.
Or Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Everybody Link
I mean,
was
Ezio was in 5, right? That was the guest character in 5, was Ezio.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Pretty sure.
I don't remember this now.
Yep, he
Okay.
was.
The only Soul Calibur that matters is 2 on GameCube. So.
Right. Amen.
Which is so
Or
weird
Xbox, you could play as Spawn.
Which is weird that Namco started the Soul Calibur series, or Soul Edge, I should say, at arcade and PlayStation, and then when 2 came out, they spread it out, and then 3 and 4 only came to PS2 and Xbox. It didn't. Now it's back just on like PlayStation. I think it's still on Xbox also, but it was just like, that's weird. They should have kept them multiple systems with Nintendo.
Oh, I did play other things this week. This weekend we went out to the barcade, or a barcade called the Grid Games and Growlers, and despite the fact the place was basically under renovation at the time, still did get my hands on a few odds and ends. They had a delightful, like, 52-in-1 stand-up shmup machine that was actually a ton of fun. Let's see. What else did we do? Oh, God. I got to play pinball. Pinball always makes me happy. They had good pinball machines, too, like new recent ones. I got to... What all did I play? They had a sweet new Tron Legacy pinball machine. That was fucking awesome.
Did they have the Wizard of Oz one?
I don't remember seeing the Wizard of Oz one there. I did. They had an actually decent Batman arcade machine. That was pretty cool. What else was there? There was. Oh hell, my brain's collapsing.
No Turtles in Time or Turtles Arcade or the Simpsons Arcade.
I did play some Ninja Turtles arcade actually with the wife. Believe it or not.
Love it.
Yeah, that was a good time. Let's see here. Yeah, we played through the original Turtles arcade game straight through. Yeah, that was super awesome.
How much did that cost you?
Nothing, because all the stand-up machines are free.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Just keep hitting the button for more credits, kids.
That's awesome.
It pretty much was. So yeah, we played all the way through. We destroyed the Technodrome. We killed Krang. We killed Shredder. All that good stuff. What else did we do? Yeah. I think my favorite pinball machine there, though, was the Guardians of the Galaxy pinball machine. That was actually pretty fantastic.
I got to see that one. That one I haven't seen yet.
The music's so good. What's really cool too is a bunch of their pinball machines have all been like upgraded. Like they've gone in and they've like pimped out the stereo system in all of them, and they've added like fucking rumble to the machines.
Wow,
like that's cool. That's a neat thing to do. So they had a nice little spot. It wasn't a big place by any means, but what was there was pretty respectable and enjoyable. So I give them that.
Nice.
We had a ton of fun. We drank some beer. We played some video games. Oh, I sat down and I played some original Bomberman 1 on NES there too. And
wow,
it didn't age well. That hurt. That just hurt.
Were you expecting it to?
I don't know. I think I just had fonder memories than I should have of it.
I'm sorry. Just like only about like 10% of the NES's catalog aged well.
Yeah.
And I think 10% is being generous.
No, well, it depends on what the.
There's a fair few NES games I can go back to happily.
Yeah, happily, but I mean, like, it aged well. I would argue the Mario games aged well.
No,
I would not say that Zelda 1 or 2 aged well.
Zelda 2 aged just fine, thank you very much.
Zelda 2 did not.
Yes, it did.
No, it did not.
Metroid is questionable.
Metroid
No,
didn't age.
that's distinctly questionable. It
Um,
would be it wouldn't be as questionable if Zero Mission hadn't have happened.
True.
But
Also,
Zero Mission happened, and then there was just no reason to ever go back to the original.
I mean, the
is Zero
soundtrack in
Mission
Metroid is
available
good.
anywhere besides Game Boy Advance?
Yes, you can download it on Wii U Virtual Console.
Okay.
So to answer your question, yes, it is.
Okay.
I know it's not
Have
the
to
answer
Switch
you
now.
wanted. Well, as soon as we get some kind of Virtual Console on Switch, I'm sure we'll get a few things.
We're just gonna keep getting collections. I feel like
Ports.
we're never.
I'd be okay with a couple of Metroid collections. Like, let me get 1, 2, 3, and 4 in one collection. Let me get the Prime trilogy in another one. I'll throw down 60 a piece for those.
Fair.
Especially throw down 60 if the 1, 2, 3, 4 collection had Samus Returns in it as well.
Metroid 4. Is that Fusion?
That's Fusion.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
easy.
Okay.
4 is Fusion.
I was thinking. I couldn't think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm a bad
okay.
Metroid fan. Don't hurt me.
That's okay. To be fair, they didn't really
Number
push
them.
the number 4 in it. I mean, it's there in the opening credit, but it's brief.
Yeah. I was reading an old article about Super Metroid and they were calling it Metroid 3. I was like, whoa.
Well, if you watch the intro, it says Metroid 3.
It's true. It sure does. And then they called Super Mario World Super Mario 4.
Yeah.
Well, it was.
I know, but it's just weird to go back and look at that stuff. And then like Zelda 3, it's just weird to go back and look at old articles of previews and just they're calling it just
This is what it was at
number.
the time. No finalized title.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is Other M 5?
No, Other M is not 5. Other M takes place between
But if
3 and 4.
but not as a time, not as a timeline, but as in the game, a game being released, like Metroid 1, Metroid 2.
It's 3.5.
Return of the
is what
Samus.
Yeah, there
Return
you
of
go.
Samus. Super Metroid would be 3. Metroid Fusion would be 4. But then
It takes place between Super Metroid
I'm
and
not talking
Metroid
about
Fusion.
timeline. I'm just talking about as a game being released. That
Well,
would
then
make
it's
it Metroid
way
5.
past 5. Because you've got to account for all the primes.
Prime is a
You've got
separate.
to account for
Prime
hunters.
Prime is a separate series, though. Prime is
No,
not
it's
part
not.
of. Yes, it is.
It
Prime
sits
is,
between 1 and 2.
Prime is a separate series. You're going by timeline. I'm talking about games being released. I'm just saying for the game being released. If we was doing number sequels. Fusion would be 5 in a regular Metroid series. Prime is separate.
No.
My brain hurts.
This is your fault, Eddie. You made his brain hurt.
Well, he could take
My
us some
mother
water.
brain.
Do that.
Sorry.
Feed him some chicken nuggets and call it a day.
No, dude, I already ate
Well,
like half of a bag of them. It was great though.
No. Should I still need to go eat? I haven't eaten since lunch. I mean, since 10 o'clock this morning.
Let me tell you what, man. Those chicken nuggets were the best things I've eaten today, and now I feel like crap because I ate so many, but it's okay.
How many
Because
chicken nuggets did you eat, Corey?
I don't know, like 15. But
Was
they
it the
weren't
only
like
thing
they
you
weren't
ate
like
today?
McDonald's size. They were like the chicken chunks that you get in
Oh,
the bags
God.
from the grocery store.
Oh, God.
I was so hungry, and I just dumped the bag onto the tray. I wasn't even thinking. And then when I pulled them out, I was like, "Oh, there's a lot here."
Oh, well. No.
But if I waste food, my wife will yell at me, so I gotta eat them all. Those are expensive, she says.
They are. They're not cheap.
Also true.
But depending on what brand you get.
I don't know what they are. They're the Aldi brand. That's literally all the information I can give you at this time, Ed.
Artie's just a bomb. I'm not knocking that.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just telling you. I don't know what the official brand is called. She got them at Aldi.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think they really have a brand at Aldi. It's just Aldi brand.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Man, they got some
How about-
bomb oatmeal cookies.
My cousin bought like a 36 pack of the Aldi Red Bull. It's called Red Thunder. And they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're ripping off Red Bull. The cans are silver and blue, and it says it in Red Bull font. It says Red Thunder. And instead of a bull, it's just a lightning bolt.
Wow.
Hey. If it does the same thing and you get it for cheap, why not?
Oh, man. It's funny, though, because he packs like 5 of them a day at work.
Dang.
He was training me the one day last week, and he unzipped his cooler, and I was expecting to see like lunch in there. He's like, "No, it's just like 5 energy drinks and a cup for me to spit in." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Wow.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Red Thunder.
But yeah, where did we leave off here? Yeah, found Bait and Kaidos. Found a copy of Oddworld. Honestly, though, probably the best thing that I found. Oh, it made me so happy. I found stacks of old Nintendo Power magazines, and all the ones that I care about. Like, I found the one with Metroid 2 on the cover and with Super Metroid on the cover. And they all still have the fucking posters.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Did one of your Nintendo Powers carry the Metroid comic?
one of them has it, and I now need to track down the rest of the relevant ones that had it.
Because they had Tom and Esther, the Metroid comic, and I think Super Mario World comic, or one of the Super Mario ones.
Yeah, let's see here. I've got one that has part of the Super Metroid comic. It's the one where they talk about the Crystal Flash. But yeah.
Who are the ones that adopted her?
The Chozo?
Chozo. Okay. I couldn't think of their names for a bit.
The churros.
The churros. So,
Cinnamon
yeah.
sweet.
Which I have to ask you, Larry, did any of the Chozos ever survive? Or did
No. They're all dead.
Womp, womp, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, dead. We'll just leave it at that. Dead. In any case, but yeah, I got a good haul. Plus, I found this beautiful pre-order. I was going to say pre-release. Pre-order art cell for Metroid Prime. That's one of 15,000 and individually numbered. It's all shiny and pretty, and it's totally going to get framed and hung on my wall. So, oh, that was the other thing I found. I finally found my GameCube copy of Future Tactics.
Yeah, I've seen that.
About fucking time. You find it on PS2 all day long. GameCube, not so much. Super annoying. So that's pleased me greatly.
Nice.
But yeah, that's been my week. Trump talking to the ESA is probably the only news worth a damn at the moment.
Is it even news? Or is it just something annoying to talk about?
I don't know. I thought it was funny at first because when asked about it, everybody at the ESA is like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Right.
I know.
No one at Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft was just like, wait, what?
Everybody's like, We didn't get a fucking invitation to the White House.
That's a
I don't think
shame.
Nintendo wants to be associated with talking to Trump
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm just like, how
So-
how do you have a whole industry be like, what are you talking about? You're having a meeting with us? When?
Yeah, right. Dude, if Reggie went to talk to Trump, Trump would probably, just because Reggie is darker, he would probably try to deport him. And Reggie would be like, nah, dude. Nah. Didn't you see my training montage from E3 2015? Nah. Man.
He's going there to
Nope.
be educated, to learn.
Sure.
It's just like, learn what?
What could he possibly learn? What could he possibly
Probably
be
learned that
doing?
thing that we figured out, back in the 90s, that video games have nothing to do with your violence.
But this is the more the shame part. Talking about a rating system, there was a Senate. There was a hearing back in the 90s when Night Trap came out.
Mm.
Your government that you. Oh goodness! Just
Are they trying to tell us that video games are more violent, affect people's more than like the horror slasher movies or like
they're trying to include it in.
or
horror.
Saving Private Ryan or like any of these like war movies or James Bond movies or superhero movies for that matter? Like, come on, man.
They're including all of that. They say violent media and violent gangs are could be the cause of these mass shootings, and it's just like, so. But you only do it for kids, and you never do it for adults. And then if another race does it, they're a terrorist. So that doesn't make that. That's illogical itself.
This whole thing is it's super
Ridiculous.
annoying, and like it's almost disrespectful to the people that this affects. Like the victims of the Florida shooting. Like, that kid didn't even own video games. He had like 5 guns. Like they.
He was 19. He was able to have
We're
a
not
job.
going down this trail again.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
We went
let's not
way
do this
too
again.
deep on
Let's
this
talk about
last
something
time.
else. You know what's fun? You know what game's fun? You know what happened this week? The Switch turned 1 year old.
It did.
Yay.
That's
Happy
what happened this
birthday
week.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
My Zelda
birthday,
save is
Switch.
still there, but my timer is gone.
That's supposed to be getting fixed, by the way.
I know.
I need to get back into that game and beat it.
I was just trying to finish the song.
How have you not beaten that? You've had a year.
Because I bought it for Switch, and I'm redoing everything.
It's so
Didn't you beat
good.
it the first time around?
Ed, I'm going to
I
100% that
stopped
game
it when
again
I got my
before you beat it.
Switch. What'd you say?
That's like the...
Corey can probably actually 100% it.
He already did.
I know. He could probably do it a second time before you finish it.
I'm thinking about it. Like, I'm really thinking about starting a new game and playing through it again. I miss playing that game so much.
You know, you could just save your current save file and just make like an extra profile.
I know I could, but that's not fun.
Why is that not fun? You're still playing it from scratch.
I don't know. I just want to play it again. Every time I play a game now, I'm just like, this isn't Zelda. This isn't what I want.
We'll be playing it in a few weeks. Don't worry.
Was also excited too that Flint Hook is finally coming to Switch this week.
Yay!
Oh my god, I'm so hype. I am all the hype.
Hashtag hype.
I've been looking at it on Xbox One. Like, dang, should I get this?
Nope, I'm gonna wait for Switch.
It looks
Waiting
really
for
fun.
Switch. I'm waiting for Switch. I'm waiting for the Switch version of Flint Hook.
Yeah, Flint Hook is one of those things that, I saw it, I'm like, I really want to play this, but I'm going to have to wait. Because it's not on my preferred platform of choice. But most everything seems to be coming to my preferred platform of choice finally, so I'm okay with it.
Yep. I'm really hoping this Diablo rumor is true. Because I've never played Diablo, like, for a significant amount of time, and I would play it on Switch, I think.
Diablo is a series I never particularly cared about. It's not that there's anything inherently wrong with it. I just didn't care.
Yeah, that's fair. I never really cared too, but that's really because I never really owned a PC that could run it. And then I just skipped Diablo 3 on
It just
360
didn't
and
look that
PS3.
interesting to me. Like, I don't want a game that's designed to break my mouse.
I mean, I got it for PS3. It's good. Nothing bad.
Yeah. Whatever. It's fine. I just want all the games on Switch. All of them. Give me all of them.
Right.
Someone posted a picture where they own every single physical copy of the Switch games, and I got really jealous.
Jesus.
So Project Octopath Traveler will have an August release.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm okay with that.
Not soon enough.
No, it's not soon enough, but it does make me happy that it's,
Ys 8
not
releases
like
on
holiday.
PC in April. Maybe we'll get a Switch release in April.
How much is that series actually relevant? I don't mean it sarcastically. I'm just
Ys 8.
yeah, I just never
I think it's
hear
I think
anything
it's
about that
niche.
series.
It's popular. It's very niche. It kind of depends on when you got into the game because it has evolved off both the first two or three games. Because I remember playing Ys on TurboGrafx when it first came out, and it was kind of weird playing it. And then, like when they moved to the PlayStation, it like all changed. It's popular in Japan. It's somewhat popular here. But it's one of those games that people just like recommend if you want to try something different in RPGs. Very niche.
Yeah. It's like on the popular end of niche though. I don't know. A lot of people liked it when it came to PSP also.
Yeah. It has that Atlas that old school Atlas effect.
Yeah.
Atlas games was like weren't that popular, but people
A lot of RPGs seem to fare better on handhelds, though.
Well,
I'm not sure what it is, honestly, but something about it.
I think it depends on who the publisher and developer is. Because like Square Enix is big on console, but not so much on handheld, where Atlas is big on handheld and so not so much on console. If you look at the titles, a lot of titles for Square Enix has been on consoles, and a lot of titles from Atlas has been on like handheld or mostly Nintendo handhelds.
Yeah.
Should I think Square Enix? Well,
yep.
Bravely Default. I think.
Oh my gosh! If we got Bravely Default, like ports of those games on Switch,
I think Square Enix would mostly be like Kingdom Hearts would be mostly.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that coming. I could see the only thing is like I got really excited around Christmas time because the studio that did Bravely Default tweeted out the main character from Bravely Default holding 2 Joy-Cons.
Well, I think we'll probably see that at E3, hopefully.
For Christmas, and I'm like, I want that really bad.
Everybody's just happy to get The World Ends With You.
Yeah. I never played that game.
A lot of people haven't played it.
Obviously.
I mean, it was too weird at that time, and people couldn't grasp that gameplay style. So they didn't. That's kind of almost like Phoenix Wright. It came out and people just ignored it. And then when it went to $20, it became like the hardest thing to find. Like it was in GameStop's bargain bin, and then after that, it just became popular.
Or like Electroplankton. Remember that weird puzzle game for DS?
It wasn't a puzzle game. It was a music game.
I thought it was like a puzzle game. Oh.
Oh no! It was designed specifically for creating music and sound.
Meteos was like a music puzzle game.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry.
Medios was awesome. Oh my god, I love Medios so much.
Was that
There
Q
were
Entertainment?
times where I would just turn on Medios and let it play for the music.
Yeah. I think that was after Luminous, or was that before Luminous?
It was right about the same
Same
time.
time. Because I know it's a DS title.
Let's say Medios was, Lumines wasn't.
The Luminous was only like PlayStation 2.
That was PSP.
Yeah.
Then it came to PS2 later on down the line.
I thought
Like
it
I
came out,
held
I thought it was
it was
PS2 first.
PSP first. That was the reason I almost bought a PSP.
Did they only make one for it, and then the rest came to PS2?
No, they made one for PS2 or for PSP, and then they excuse me. Then from there, they my brain's collapsing. They ported one to the PS2,
Right.
and then they made more for PSP. But the original was the only one that got ported over to
PS2.
right.
Kind of weird. They haven't brought that game back. I don't think Miyazaki is doing the games anymore. The Luminous games.
That game made my eyes strain, but I love that game so much.
Very weird puzzle game, but great music.
Oh, it was a phenomenal puzzle game with, yes, absolutely excellent music. Plus, there were some of them released on 360.
Download only? No.
Yeah, those were arcade.
Okay. I thought I seen a
I think
a
one of them
physical
came
copy.
in like an arcade pack
Mhm.
that you get a hard copy of that had like Lumines and Q something or other and one other game, I think. But all in all, excellent game. Totally. I may need to revisit that later this week, just because I can.
I think we need more music games. Come out.
Yeah.
Do we though?
There's been a good handful on Switch.
Oh yeah, like Thumper, in a sense.
Well, there's Thumper, there's Super Beat Sonic, there's
Floor
there's
Kids.
that Floor Kids is another one. There's that weird little anime one. The hell was that
Persona?
called? No.
Oh, you're talking about Switch. There was a Persona one, but I think that was like Vita.
Yeah, no, it was an early Switch title. I don't remember what the hell it was called now. I have it. I've played it. It's fucking weird and simplistic, but it exists. So I mean that's a thing. If my Switch was sitting next to me, I would totally look up the name of it.
That's why I want Elite BA just to come back.
Yeah, it's another one I could stand to see back again. Actually, I would totally love a new Meteos. There was a Disney version of Meteos.
Yeah, I remember that. That one was very limited, though. You could barely find that one.
I did not like it. I played it. I did not like it. Like the original had personality and charm, and the Disney one just lacked all of that. Like the individual worlds in the original Meteos felt unique, and the Disney game totally fucking lost that concept. It's like line up a bunch of Mickey Mouses. Yeah, that's not interesting. Go away.
Just Dance to Disney.
I was not okay with Disney Meteos. I found it morally reprehensible. It just ruined all the charm of the series.
That's all the news I got.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a little quiet. Like oddly quiet. Creepily quiet.
It's almost like something might happen soon.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a Nintendo Direct.
Gosh, please hurry up. Come on.
I've decided from now on, every week, I'm going to declare that there's a new Nintendo Direct coming, and eventually I'm going to be right. And when I am right, I'm going to sit there and proclaim my status as the greatest leaker on the internet.
Someone's hoping that it happens in March, but I'll give it to April.
I think it's going to happen before PAX, because I think they're going to want to take something to PAX, even if the games are already out.
Right, because I'm kind of shocked that there was no Nitty Direct last month.
Yeah. Like, I think they're going to want to take, like, Kirby and Mario Tennis and, something else to PAX to show off, and then have, like, a Nindy showcase there. Because they usually have, like, one or two big games at PAX that are usually out or coming out soon. Mm-hmm. And then a big Nindy showcase.
Because Mario Tennis is in April, I think.
Is it April?
I think so.
What, PAX?
No, Mario Tennis.
Oh, Mario Tennis. I don't know. They haven't said anything. There's a leak that said June, but a lot of people are saying that's just a placeholder date. So
that would surprise me.
I wish Mario Tennis was coming out before I was going to PAX. Jerks. I want something to play in line.
They'll probably have a demo of it. Normally they have like a Nindies night where they invite people to come in and play the games like before PAX start. So.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it.
Covers it up like a blanket, which is where I'm going after we record.
Yeah, that reminds me, Corey, did you appreciate the opening to last week's show?
Yeah, I did.
I told you that's where it was going. Also, that's what she said.
Yeah, sure. That's not where it goes.
Definitely what she said.
Well, kids, now what?
I think we call it a night.
Okay.
So, obligatory Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Shout Engine thing.
Google. Yeah. Podcast. YouTube.
Yeah,
Mariachi Locos. I had the best tacos the other night. They were so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it compared to the sushi that I had.
Probably not, but it was still good.
I totally had surf and turf sushi, and it was tempura shrimp filled, and it had like steak on top.
That doesn't sound like sushi. It just sounds like fancy food.
No, it was sushi. It was totally awesome sushi.
Totally awesome sushi. Sounds like an indie game coming out for like $7.
Yeah, can we get a sushi game?
Isn't it coming? Isn't sushi?
Yeah, there was something sushi or other from
that
E3
one game that
year.
you're looking forward to, Ed.
Yeah, no kidding. I think you were the only person excited by that.
I am excited about it. The sushi game for 3DS, yeah.
What was it, like Sushi Ninja or some shit?
I don't know. I have to look it up. I gotta get my list together. All
the
indies.
Did that come out and we all just forgot about it?
No, they haven't said nothing since E3. So, look, all the independent people, developers and publishers just do like 36 or 50 some like titles within the last 2 months, and I'm like, really?
Really?
I'm like, I need to update this whole list.
Well,
right.
So yeah, I think we've covered it.
All right.
All right. Well,
yeah. We'll see you next week when maybe there's more going on and we potentially have our shit together for a change. I mean, I'm not counting on anything, but could happen.
Everybody, we will see you next time on World War I Podcast. Bye.
Good night, kids.